You know that little notification that pops up on your phone? The one that says, hey, your Premium Plus whatever has just successfully charged you for another month. Yeah, that one. It feels like nothing, doesn't it? Just the price of a coffee or a sandwich. But what if that tiny, almost invisible charge was actually costing you a fortune?
All right, let's just rip the Band-Aid off right now. This is the big, crazy question we're tackling today. Is it possible that your small, forgettable monthly subscription is actually a massive debt you're choosing to carry? It sounds absolutely insane, I know. But stick with me, because the math is about to get very, very real.
And that's exactly what we're going to do here. Look, this isn't about making you feel bad. It's about shifting your perspective. It's about seeing your money not just for what it can buy you today, but for the actual freedom it can build for you tomorrow.
The original author put it, well, pretty bluntly. He said, we're performing a digital colonoscopy on your bank statement. It's a wild metaphor, but honestly, it's perfect. That's exactly what this is. We're going to look at all the stuff you probably ignore, and we're going to expose the tiny micro leaks that are quietly draining your financial health. Yeah, it might be a little uncomfortable, but trust me, it's so necessary.
Okay, so let's talk for a minute about what's considered normal in today's economy. Because, and this is the scary part, if you're just doing what everyone else is doing, you might be running full speed toward a cliff you don't even see.
1.67 trillion. That's with a T. This right here, this is the mountain of auto loan debt in America. It's become a cornerstone of the normal financial picture. We've just accepted that it's okay to borrow enormous sums for things that lose value the second you use them. And believe me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. And this right here, just shows how disconnected things have become. We have the appearance of wealth, right? The nice car, the fancy designer bag. But underneath all that, the foundation is completely cracking. The average person is juggling huge amounts of credit card debt with almost nothing in savings. This isn't a life, it's a performance.
Now this statistic, this is what really gets me. It reveals just how fragile everything is. We're talking about nearly 8 out of every 10 people. For them, one single missed paycheck is a full-blown crisis. One unexpected car repair, one medical bill, and that entire fake rich lifestyle just collapses. There's absolutely zero room for error.
And here's the thing that's turning up the heat on everyone. Since 2020, thanks to cumulative inflation, your paycheck buys about 25% less than it used to. So think about that. While your actual income is getting weaker, all those small, harmless subscription leaks are becoming more dangerous than ever before.
Okay, that was the bad news. I get it. But here's the good news. You have all the power to change this. And it's not about magically making more money. It's about taking back control of the money you already have. So let's walk through the exact 4 steps to do it.
This is your roadmap. Super simple, direct, and it just works. We're going to find the leaks, understand what they're really costing you, decide what to cut, and then make our savings automatic. Simple. So let's get into step 1.
You can't fix a leak if you can't see it, right? It's easy to know what our rent or mortgage is, but those smaller, recurring charges, they just exist in this weird blind spot in our brains. So the goal here is just to make the invisible visible. Pull up your bank statements and list every single subscription. No judgment. We're just gathering data.
And this is step 2, the opportunity cost math. Honestly, this is the heart of this entire explainer. Let's say you find just $150 a month in subscriptions you can cut. That's it, just $150. If you invest that money in a simple S&P 500 index fund, based on historical market returns, it becomes over $330,000 in 30 years. Just let that sink in for a second. You aren't just paying $150 for convenience. You are literally trading it for your future financial freedom.
All right, step 3. How do you decide what to cut? Well, here is a brutally simple and effective filter. Forget about, oh, but maybe I'll use it later. Just ask yourself this. If that streaming service totally vanished from your life right now, would you actively go out and sign up for it again? If the answer is no, or even a hesitant, maybe, just cancel it right now.
And finally, we get to the most critical step of all. Once you've canceled those subscriptions, that money you freed up needs a job immediately. Because if you just let it sit in your checking account, I promise you it will just get absorbed by other random spending. So set up an automatic transfer for the exact amount you saved and send it straight to a high-yield savings account or an index fund. Pay your future self first before your present self even has a chance to spend it.
So when you really think about it, this whole thing boils down to a choice. It's a choice between looking rich and actually being wealthy.
And believe me, they are not the same thing. In fact, more often than not, they're opposites. And this table just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? Fake wealth is loud, it's visible. It's the leased car you can barely afford, the expensive bag, the dozens of subscriptions that signal a certain lifestyle. But real wealth is invisible. It's the paid-off, reliable car. It's the massive investment portfolio. And most importantly, it's the freedom, the optionality to live your life on your own terms.
So here's the main takeaway, the big idea. Real wealth isn't about impressing your neighbors. It's about not having to worry about money. It's that quiet confidence you get from knowing that you own your life, not just a pile of stuff. The person with millions in index funds, they don't need to scream for attention with a fancy car. Their wealth whispers.
So here it is, your call to action. It's not some huge, complicated project. It doesn't take a whole weekend. I'm talking about just 15 minutes tonight. Pull up your statements, find the leaks, cancel them, and set up that automatic transfer. I'm not kidding. It might be the most profitable 15 minutes of your entire life. Ultimately, it really does come down to this one question. The path to being financially average, to being fragile, is paved with all these small, convenient monthly payments. But the path to actual financial freedom, that's built on conscious, deliberate choices. The choice is yours.